Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Ryan Bruce. My friends call me Fluff, and I'm here with my homie Matt.
What's up, man?
From 10 years. Currently, my bad Dragged Under has been out. Okay, you are. This was not planned, I promise.
I've been wearing this every day on the tour, so this is just standard fare at this point.
10 years was nice enough to take Dragged Under out for a full tour. You guys have been so gracious, so kind.
Well, thank
and you also are a bit of a guitar nerd.
Yeah, it's hard not to be.
It's hard not to be. You have a very, I don't know, I think you write a line between, you know what you like.
Yeah.
Your tone is a very rock tone.
Yeah, I don't land in the high gain area very much.
But you like pedals, which we will get to in just a second. You like guitars and you like amps.
I do.
And you have some cool things that we want to talk about. But first, I want to talk about your guitars.
Okay.
What is your main guitar that you were playing on this tour?
Right now, it's mainly this guy, which is the PRS SE22 Standard, which I just started playing, I want to say like April this year. I was a Les Paul.
Oh, very soon.
Man, I'm turning 41 this year. The Les Paul Customs that I've been,
yeah.
you know, playing live, if anyone knows me, my whole life, started to get a little heavy, and then I also realized, which I think you've made a point of at some point, is that no one gives a shit what gear I'm playing on stage.
That's true.
Why am I dragging vintage Les Pauls all over when no one can tell the difference but me and maybe the other bands?
But no, that's true.
A little bit of cred there with the other bands.
Is this stock?
It is totally stock.
Totally stock. You guys buy them and play them.
Yep, I got these. I got both of these off Reverb, actually.
Okay. And this is your main for what tuning are you in?
This one is drop C. So it'd be like C, what is that, G sharp?
Yeah.
And then it's basically standard after you drop the C.
You doing a lot of pickup selection? Are you mainly living on the bridge?
I live on the bridge. I live on the bridge.
All right, and I noticed you have the tone taped up.
Yeah, this one in particular, for some reason, wants to walk around. You can see I've got some gaff tape under this guy because they just didn't want to hold still.
Interesting. Okay.
Probably things I should make some permanent solutions to at some point, but right now.
Tape works.
Right now, it does the job.
What's gaff tape not going to solve?
Yeah, it solves most everything out here, really.
It really does. Okay.
These are getting a little microphonic, though. It might be time. You got some new pickups, right? Maybe put those in there.
I will send you some. All right, that's your main. That's your drop C. Are you this next guy?
This is a
tuning.
No, they're different tunings. Is the main reason. I don't carry any backups, which is probably not smart. I should probably get 2 more of these and one more of the 7 strings.
If your guitars are reliable, what's the problem?
I'm not reliable. Is the problem. So this one is actually what we would call wasteland tuning, which is these high 2 strings are both tuned to C as well as these.
Interesting.
And it's really just to get that.
Oh.
It was just, this used to be a standard, in B or, dropped, but just recording, we're like, oh, we should tune that up so we get the more, just to accent that, and then it just kind of ended up living, so.
Oh, that's cool, I did not know that.
And there's a lot of songs where it's a little more rhythm-oriented. I don't actually get down there, so I can sometimes switch out which songs play with guitars, which songs. But.
And then you got this, you got this bear of a guitar. That sounds
big boy.
Incredible.
Yeah, and I only get to play this guy, I think, like 3 songs during the set. When we were writing Violent Allies, our last record, Brian was writing everything in the Rain song tuning, which is B. I don't even actually remember the actual notes to it, but that's what this one's tuned to. We did all of Division that way. I didn't feel like using that because it's hard to come up with melodies because it's very open tuning.
Yep.
So I wrote everything in an E standard guitar. And when it came time to do it live, how do you handle a low B and a standard? Pretty sure that's exactly what that is. So
you were playing this a little bit right before we started filming, and this has a very pronounced yet very tight low end.
Yeah.
That is just awesome
That's
sounding.
also helped with this Victory amp here because.
Right. Oh, you were using this.
I was using that.
Yeah, okay. We'll get to this in just a second.
Yeah. Not to switch things up.
No, it's fine.
It's a little tighter than my other amp we were trying out.
So you were basically only using this for one song?
Use this for the shift and I think cut the chord.
2 chord? Okay.
Yeah, two songs in the set.
Okay. Is that just 3 guitars? You have your telly.
This telly, is a baritone, and it has the rain song tuning that I was just talking about, which I didn't want to write in.
Oh, that's funny. I've been watching you every night play this thing, and I didn't realize it was a baritone.
Yes. I had this, my friend Drew Foppy, who you know, I had this thing, and somehow the truss rod got broken, so there's like, it's a no-name neck that a friend of his made for me for like $300, but
cool. What sounds fantastic.
But it's a very open tuning, so that's why I didn't want to write with it, because it gets very hard to like come up with melodies when you have like, you know, nothing.
Okay. I also like the feel of a baritone versus a 7-string. If I have to get low, the wider neck for me always feels like driving someone else's car. Like I can do it.
Dude, it took a lot of getting used to the 7-string because I've obviously been a 6-string player literally until, I mean, this was last year I got this, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, I got this, PRS actually sent this one to us, and I think I played it for a day before walking on stage with it. And it took a while because I'm so used to like I'm doing a melody and then you go back to the rhythm, but it was much more of a, I gotta like make an extra little leap to make sure I'm getting right back there. So I was really shit at it for a little while.
All right. Okay. Let's talk about pedals.
Yeah.
You're a little bit of a, I would call you're a little bit of a pedal nerd.
Yeah, I mean, this is just what I bring out here, which is trying to be simple.
You're trying to be, but it's clean, it's well thought out. You have a few key components. Tell me about your pedal board and your signal flow.
I'm trying to think my signal flow is even. So I think we go into the tuner, obviously.
Of course.
Noise suppressor, because, again, they get loud.
Sure.
I use master volumes.
Of course.
It works.
Then we got, I think what did I just put on there? The Fopstar Royal preamp.
Just to give it a little dirt for my cleans and stuff. And then it goes into that Sir, I don't even remember the name of that thing. That was a gift from Andy.
You have the Sir Drive.
Sir Drive.
And then you have a Ricochet. Are you using that specifically? Is that a fun pedal or is that a part pedal?
That's a part pedal.
It is.
I do use it because we sometimes go into jams, but it was written or put on the board for a specific. There's 2 pedals on the board for just specific parts that I literally use maybe 30 seconds. Interesting's not the word I would use for it. Maybe not the smartest.
Because the Ricochet is wild.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I don't go crazy with it again unless we sometimes jam between songs, and if like I get stuck in a melody, I'm like, well, I can make this melody different if I just ricochet it up here somewhere. Yeah. Send it on up somewhere.
Okay.
After that.
And then I see a JHS.
Yeah. So after that, you can see on the board, is channel switcher, and then the left side is a channel switcher, and the right side is actually an effects loop.
Right.
So I have
I see.
the JHS Ryan Adams pedal, which I think is banned because he's done some bad things.
He got canceled. Yeah.
He did. He got.
It's cool. It's a cool pedal though.
It is a cool pedal, but you know it's chorus and reverb and it's non-fussy, single knob for each one. I don't use the drive on it because it's in a bad place in the chain.
Yep.
I think the delay, the Canyon actually goes before that into the reverb and chorus, and then. And I don't even remember the signal flow. I'm trying to think about it. The auto bit, that Maris one, I use for, I guess what you would call the solo or the little melody at the end of the shift, and it's like a 10-second part, but I can't do it with anything else.
Right.
It's like a step sequencer delay.
You're married.
I'm mad about it because it's like a $600 pedal sitting there on the board. Yeah, it's a home pedal.
Yeah.
It's a studio pedal, but I had to do it. I have to do it the way that I did it, or I'll never be happy with it.
And so, are you combining pedals with drive you are using for the amp?
Just drive. I mean, just amp for drives, except a little bit of touch of preamp on the front, just because I don't. This amp, the Popstar Low Doses, has a very clean channel, so I put that up there to kind of dirty that one up a little bit.
Okay, so now let's talk about amps. Your main amp, which, you know what, I don't know if you really even see in the context of a heavier band, you're rocking a combo amp.
I am, but this is basically like, you know, this was built by a friend. I think there may be 30 made. I think it might say on the back.
Yeah.
This was actually the first one because I had originally bought the head from him, and it didn't have a line out because basically I run a line out of this to this Magnum 44 power amp into the speaker so I can control my stage volume. He's like, you know, I don't actually have one of the heads. I sold them all. He's like, you want to just take this one? Yeah. So he gave me his personal one.
So, Drew, Mr. Fopstar. He is currently a tech for Zach Myers at Shinedown.
Yes.
But he has been a tech for literally everybody. He is a mad scientist, a mad genius. and a hell of a wonderful guy.
Yeah, great dude. I mean, he's worked for obviously Shinedown, us, Deftones,
The best.
Smashing Pumpkins,
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac.
He's the man.
Yeah,
If there's
he's-
one guy I
Trust with
literally anything that I own,
Same.
that's the guy, and also
Same.
an
awesome dude. So,
Okay, so you are using a combination of, you have some stage sound, but you
Yeah.
are also going direct,
yeah, I've got this going into this Rivera box.
and that is going to front of house, right?
That's going to front of house.
Yeah.
But this, we had this thing where like we were miking it for a while, but sometimes we play small rooms, sometimes we play bigger rooms. So that allows me to get it to front of house where they have the same thing going to our ears all the time. But I can change the volume
Right.
on stage dependent
All right.
on whatever size room we're in.
And then lastly, just today,
Just today,
you are checking out this Victory Sheriff
Yeah, the
amplifier pedal. This is not the preamp, this is the amplifier version.
yeah,
And you've had it for, what, an hour?
3-4 hours
3-4
maybe.
hours? Yeah. Which, ironically, shout out to my lady back at home. She sent
Yes.
this from my house,
Thank you.
so you could try it.
Yeah, you hooked us up with the Victory people because we're about to go to Europe with 3 days grace, and I was like, I need something obviously I can take over
Extremely
there.
compact.
Didn't want to completely program a Helix. He set us up with Victory. They're like, you know, the only one we have in the United States is with Fluff, and I was like, that's funny because Fluff is with us. So
Hey, honey, can you go in the studio and look? It's a pedal. It's big. It's gold.
small world though,
Yeah.
how that works out. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
you
pretty
were
fun.
right though. It was totally plug and play because I just pulled the line out.
Yeah.
All my stuff from my pedalboard goes right into it. I had it up and running in about 5 minutes.
Are you going to be using this tonight?
I am using this
The whole thing?
test run tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got in here early today before everyone else while they were still setting up and just rolled this out first and
Okay.
just started dialing a tone where I thought it would work. So yeah.
All right. All right. I think we have covered everything, and I think you guys are about to sound check anyway, so I should probably get out
It's
of here.
about that time.
Dude,
Hey, thank you, man.
I appreciate you. And links down below. Go see 10 Years when they're in Europe, because by the time this comes out, they will be in Europe.
Please
So,
do.
Yeah. Until next time, kids. See you later.